Hi. Okay, I am doing my music vlog, January 2nd, time stamped and everything. Not gonna lie, forgot about it last day of break. The first time I did a music vlog for Mr. McCarthy, I was 14. I didn't want to do anything too mainstream. I was still listening to Fall Out Boy, My Chemical Romance, and I was like, no, let me go on Google and look up a really cool band. I found awesome sextet called Canasta that I did my blog on, and I also talked a little bit about Flowbots, who both are groups who I absolutely adore and love, but I hadn't started this tradition that I do now. So, starting sophomore year, I started making top 25 most playlists for all of the songs that I listened to throughout the year. So basically, if I started downloading it on January 1st, between January 1st and December 31st of that year, the top played songs get their own playlist, and then I cut it off, stop live updating it starting January 1st. So I looked over my playlist this year, and my number one song is The Dominoes by Jessie J. But the more surprising thing is that I have one album that is taking up literally 10 of the spots on my top 25 most playlist, and it's a 16 track album, and that is Miley High Club by Super Mash Brothers. So, for those of you guys who are kind of unfamiliar, mashups are when you take two or more songs. I have mashups on my iPod that branch 10 or 20 because, they take little snippets here and, a drum line there or a bass here, and they make it into an entirely new song. It's amazingly difficult. I tried to make one between Pearl by Katy Perry and Ballad of Mona Lisa, and it's nigh impossible. You need to have a great knowledge of music theory. You have to have a really good ear. You have to have some intense DJ skills, and I only have one of those things. I actually have a pretty good ear for music, so I could get kind of an outline, but it's really hard. And to make a 16 track album, that's impossible. And some of my favorite DJing groups have done that, and I'm going to specifically talk about Super Mash Brothers right now. So, their album is called Miley High Club. Album artwork looks like this. You know, it's pretty funny. They've got some, pretty hilarious album titles like 40 Days and Four Loco Nights, or Tour de Francia from Box Wine to the Big Time. And it goes over literally every single genre of music imaginable. There's a mashup with Seasons of Love from Rent, Broadway. There is tons of hip hop and rap. That's what they tend to use as their overlying song bits. They've got a mashup section with Kick Push by Lupe Fiasco and the Rugrats theme song, which is actually really good, and not gonna lie, it ruined Kick Push just a little bit for me because I like their mashup better. They've got 80s into 90s hip hop and rap beats with Poison. It's ridiculous. I'd say the album averages out to about mid tempo. The first track, Tour de Francia, is definitely upbeat, definitely, way up there, and the Poison Hollaback Girl mashup is super high up tempo, and those have made it instantly onto my workout playlist. So, they get your heart pumping, make you want to dance. But then there's slower sections, like there's a mashup between Seasons of Love and I can't actually say the title of the song because it's got words I shouldn't say in class, so I won't say them here. But that really slows it down. And there's a section with In the Air of the Night and Wait, the Whisper song, which is really, really slow. But they're still good. They're solid beats. And it basically goes up and down like a roller coaster, and it takes you along for the ride. I absolutely love this album, hence the reason why it's taking up 10 of my spots. But if you're interested in mashups, there's tons of other places to get mashups, and the best thing about it is they're all free because you can't technically make money doing mashups. You can make money DJing and making mashups because you're getting paid for DJing, but you can't get paid legally to do mashups because it's not someone singing over the songs. These are people who have actually taken time to find acapellas and instrumentals for all of these songs, to put them together, to clean them up, so they can't get paid for There's a reason why mashups used to be called bootlegging, for bootlegging other people's work and making it into new stuff, even if it does happen to sound better than some of the stuff that was made. So, if you like Super Smash Brothers, there's a link down at the bottom of the page which has access to all 4 of their albums. I am personally partial to the first one and the third one. I have not listened to the fourth one yet, just found out that it was made when I went to go put that link up for you guys. There's also Girl Talk. He has a lot of albums. I think he might have 4 or 5. All of his albums are up there. I only suggest the third and the fourth one, I think. Whatever the last one is, All Day, is great. But you may be more to that dubstep stuff, and its early stuff would be for you. There's a website called Booty Mashup that does semi-regular monthly updates. Normally it's like once every 2 months, and then they overcompensate and give you like 30 songs for mashups because they forgot to do that. Much like I forget to do things, so I understand. And they also do a end of the year like best mashup list. I found some really good mashups, like a mashup between Basket Case and Good Time, with Owl City and Carly Rae Jepsen on there. So if you look around, mashups are everywhere. You can even check YouTube, but YouTube has some people whose skill level is about around mine, so it doesn't really sound as great as some of these professionals who go on tour and do these DJing tracks. So, definitely check it out.